Hey. Hello. Howdy. Excuse me. Hello. Yes, what? Hey.
Evening, everybody. Welcome back. Picking up sort of where we left off. We had just sold some gear to the trader on Stardock, and when we last met, I had done a little bit of work on, let's see, not that, the Laramie. We had built ourselves an AI mech carrier. This beast carries 5 AI mechs and has 100 maneuverability and a top speed of 120 and a boost speed that will blow your mind. And anyway, it's a pretty cool beast. So now tonight, first thing we're gonna do is we're going to go back to the Razorleaf, and we are going to pretty it up a little bit. I had done a little bit of upgrading. As you can see, I had changed the engines, added some more weapons, got a different shield in place, had to add more landing gear just because it was so heavy with all this other stuff. Now I'm going to go back and make a few more changes to it. So let's get right into it. See if I can do it with Babs here.
Welcome to Stardock. Pilot recognized.
First off, see if we can
I
sell.
can provide detailed listings of each ship model offered.
See if we can sell a couple of those Varun ships that we captured, because we are a little bit low on credits here. Alright, so we're looking for 82,000 with that one. Fingers crossed this works. Nope. There we go. And we want 76 for that one. Nope. Nope. All right, let's go. We can do it. go. And we want 90,000 for that one. Okay. Thank you very much. That gave us a couple 100,000 credits. Should be enough to...
I can assist with any modifications you require.
should be enough. Alright. So, what I need to do... I hope Babs has the stuff I'm looking for. Let's see. She does not. So we're going to need to go somewhere else. Because what I need is the I need the Hope Tech landing gear, because that gives us 2 landing thrust per segment, which will mean we will not need the extra landing gear. All right, so let's go. I think before we leave Starduck, maybe we go down and see if Grin can do it.
Logging you out.
See if he can help us out. Where are you at, Grin?
We meet again.
Yes, we do.
Is this about a ship?
Yes, it is.
Then let's proceed. Don't forget, you've got a skydrop we can install.
Thank you. All right, let's see. No, same stuff. Grin's got the same. So, we've got to leave Stardock and find us a
Farewell.
shipbuilder that will provide us what we need. Pretty sure I didn't do that at a landing pad with shipbuilder from one of my outposts. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure. I want to make sure we don't have any anything we shouldn't have. All right. Moving on. Question is, where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Alright, let's get rid of those. Because all those are going to drive me crazy. We still need to run through what remains as well. And we got a ton of side quests to do. Good grief. But plenty of time. Got the whole universe in front of us. Right? Let's see. I think that was my base for lead that I never really followed up on. it didn't give me any warnings. That's a good sign. See if this guy will do it for
Need
us.
some work done? Got anything you need to offload? Trade? Sure, have at it.
He might not. Nope. Where do I have to go to get that stuff? Let's see. I have got a ton of resources. And also a ton of these things. If we go to Hope Town, as long as we stay out of Hope Tech, you won't have any problems. Yeah, that's the one thing I wish they would fix in an update. After you kill Ron Hope. Oh, spoiler alert. After you do that, you can't go back into the Hope Tech building without getting attacked by security.
Decent work. We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any Terramore storming through here. Okay, no problem.
Okay, no problem. I know they've got Hope Tech landers. There we go. 2 lander thrusts. And we want the same thing on the other side. Yeah, well. Whoops. How did that happen? Oh, I see. Yeah, not good. Alright. Get rid of that. Now, I believe... Let's see. What we want... Good grief. Believe that's one piece. Although that may not be where it goes. There we go. I think that's it. Now. Yeah. Doggone it. She's already looking better. Let's see. What did we do back here? Let me think. I think I've got this a little too far forward. How's that look? A little better. Let's see. sure that's how that goes. Don't trust my own memory. I think that's what I ended up doing, but not sure I like that. I would rather have that a little more flush over here. Maybe we can work out that detail. I think I did something like this. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Why I'm thinking that's what I did. I don't think it is. Impulse engine. That Cork M booster is a beast as well. I wonder what that would look like. If we had that. Yeah, it's just not quite right, is it? That doesn't look too bad. What if we did that? They're a little more expensive than the TIG Warp 2s. What the hell? We got dual engines, which provide a ton of boost. Unattached minimum ship engine count. What? What are you talking about? Look at the thrust we've got. I don't have room for a third. Still got 2 errors. Too few engines. This is impossible. All right. I need to find another way to attach those engines here. Now what's it say? Still says too few engines. Not possible. Not freaking possible. It's all the engines I can put on it. Let's see. Grav drive. Reactor. Not possible. I still have 2 errors. And I don't want to give up that cargo hold, that's for sure. Got a comm spike and a conduction grid that I need to mount somewhere. Shielded cargo, but only $29.35. Yeah, well. There we go. I still need fuel. But perhaps I don't need so much. But I still have too few engines. I do not understand that. How is that even possible? Especially with the amount of thrust these have. And I don't have any more power available for them. Impulse booster. Can't add that because I'm already maxed out. I still have the same error. Ship is using too much power for engines. Reduce engine count. Too few engines. All right. Can't. I don't know. Something's not right. So what is on here that is giving me so much mass that I need extra engines, which I didn't need in my other character, which, by the way, is where I came up with this design. I wish all right, I'm gonna have to figure something out here. These engines will not do, apparently. So, what engines will do? And my mass really isn't that much. Man, look at the thrust on that. Falcon fighter engine. Well, that just don't add up. Dang it. So what if I do that? That's going to look ridiculous. 2, 4, 6, 8. I've only got room for 2 more. And I've still got the same. No? Okay, so what do we have here? Each of these has 16,000 engine thrust. That don't make no sense to me. Nah. See, that should be way more maneuverability than I need an engine. And yet, well, okay. Get up there. Well, now, where did that error go? I need a fuel tank. I would like one large enough to 10, a little bit too large. That's neat. Well, shoot. That's only got 70. I think I'm going to have to go with one of these bigger ones. All right, what the heck? Now I've lost my my warning. Okay, that makes no sense to me. I wish there was sort of a closure type thing here in Trinity Deimos. Skirt port 4, yeah. Skirt port top. Ooh. That kind of fits. But what happens if I add this? All right. That's kind of good looking. What do you think? I think it's pretty good looking. We just got this weird little no cargo type thing. What if you got rid of this and replaced it with there's this one, and that gives us 2,900, but that's an awful lot of mass, and our jump range is really dropped. So that means I have to get a new grav drive. Or some kind of grav booster. Where would I find the grav boosters? I know I've seen them. Ooh, what was that? That don't look right. Let's see. Thrust bumper. Nose cone. Scaffolding. Heavy armor plate. Tail fin. Grav booster. That will add 24 light years to our range. I don't think we'd need more than 24 light years added, would we? And what's that going to do to our engines? Well, nothing. Huh. All right, then. Then let's make this a little prettier. No. Stop. Why can't I grab that? Let's put this over here. This back where it belongs. Fuel tanks up there where they belong. There, that looks better. And what about we move that back a little bit? Max shield health 975. Well, how about we increase that a little bit? Shields. There's the Vanguard Bulwark. It's an odd place. Why is it trying to stick there? Trying to get it right there. Weirdness. Alright, price 39,000. Max health 1450. Let's see what else we can find. 1600. I guess we're going to go with that one. There we go. And now to paint. Beauty. Much more sleek, I think. Much more dare I say intimidating? Alright, what do we got in the way of weapons? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Vanguard Obliterators and 2 Class A, how do you pronounce that? Matilaha or Matilaya? Matilaya or Matilla J. Direct fire EMs with a 10,000 kilometer range and a fire rate of 10, but only 13 electromagnetic damage. But if you hit them 10 times in a second, that's what, 130? All right. So there we go. We've got our Razorleaf II, and it was only 237,000 credits. Let's see how she flies. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate the work. Oh, you son of a bitch. Where'd it go? All right.
Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Okay, let's make this one the home ship. Now let's make this one the home ship. And try it again. There she is. She's a beauty. Look at how those Hope-Tip landers just blend right in. It's like it was designed that way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, sounds like I've got a follower. Thank you for following Claire Elegant 780. Appreciate you. Look at that. See that Starfreight logistics? That just makes me look legit, man.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Let's go for a ride, Vesco. Oh man, I hope I didn't screw up all my insides.
This is where I belong.
don't remember that. But okay.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Because I got more money than your dad. Sometimes I forget which universe I'm in and what I've done. In another universe, I had switched this out for one of those Falkland all-in-one units. And I had the Falkland reactor right above me here.
I do love it, you know. Sidonia. Just wish everyone else felt the same way.
Don't worry about it, man. Alright. Now, where could we possibly go to test out this ship's maneuverability and firepower? Where, oh where could we go? I'm thinking we could go right there. Let's see. We are maxed out on EM weapons and particle weapons.
Are you prepared to face judgment?
Let's see what happens here. They didn't last long, did they? I need a few more. I need a few more ships in the groups. Cruising speed is not as high as I thought it would be. Max speed is just about 150. What's my boost speed? Max is out about 525, 524. Alright. Let's see. There's another Watchtower listening post. One that I haven't destroyed. Anybody home?
You have met your doom. Oh! We've been hit!
Yes, you have. Lock on, will you? Why can't I lock on? There we go.
Accept your suffering, heathen!
Ah, screw it.
Hull is holding! Fight on!
I nearly messed up there, didn't I? Those new shields didn't do what I was hoping they would do. And neither did all that fancy pirate tech. Bong. Let's see. Damage my particle beams. We got that grav booster. What does that do for us? We'll find out in a minute. One, two, three, four. No, three.
You shall be judged. Repair the grab drive. Our engines have taken heavy damage.
All right, that was a little more like it. So, all in all, I'm not unimpressed with the upgrade. I can live with this. One thing I'm curious about is if there's space to add a couple more sky drops. I think I've only got one, and it won't tell me what it is, but I've got room for more. I can put one there probably. I'll probably put a couple on the top side somewhere. Alright, let's head back to Stardock and see if we can do that. If I keep this up, I'm gonna have a hell of a fleet. Let's just sit here for a minute and watch these idiots crash. So far, so good. Let's sell that junk that we just picked up from them Varoon jerks.
Yes?
Yes?
Pardon.
Pardon.
If you have credits, I have merchandise.
I have merchandise, and I'm wondering if you have the credits. Oh, shoot. I don't know what I picked up. I have a ton of... literally a ton of materials for building outposts, which I need to either use or sell because it's taking up a lot of space in my cargo. Let's get rid of some of this junk, that's for sure. Moving a little slow. I'm clicking a lot faster than this. It's like the little lizard with the hammer and chisel is running behind on his calculations. It will never cease to amaze me how you can just sell garbage for 1 or 2 credits. Alrighty then. Let's see, what was I going to do? I was going to ask Grin if I could put a couple more sky drops on the Razorleaf. Eddie.
You have my attention. A visitor to my workshop.
How delightful.
How delightful.
Let's see.
Understood. Perhaps we can also install a sky drop.
I'm hoping to add to what I have. What do we have? We've got bot drop combat. Let's yeah, I could put one there and there. I'm not sure about that, but I could put multiples. Bot drop combat. Bot drop combat. For bottom mount. It's not a bottom mount. Top mount closed. Aft. What if we do this? Yeah, that's not That's not pretty, but we could put one down there. For bottom mount, closed is what we want. There we go. Now we've got 5. We could put another one there. And we would have 6 combat bots that we could drop. That's a lot of sky drops. Let's paint them. Beauty. Now they blend right in. Wouldn't even know they were there. It's just like part of the main system. What's that thing? Neat. All right. And that was only 49,000 credits. And we've got an error. Damn it. Too few landing gears. Okay. Well, we'll have to take a couple of these off. What if we just take one? What happens? Still got the error. All right. Let's take... There we go. Well, all right. So we've got 3 drops. We didn't want to have to add any more landing gear because it looks pretty the way it is. And that saves us a few credits. So that's good. All right, let's get back to the Star Eagle. And I still haven't really upgraded this much. But I need a few more credits. So let's go make some credits, shall we? Let's see, do I need some restocking?
All Skydrop modules are at full capacity. A restock is unnecessary.
Stash! Hey there, you beautiful tracking friend of mine. Ah! You did catch me live on stream.
Return when you're ready.
You wonder how
so much better than Dad's?
You wonder how I am so prolific with videos. This is how I stream all the time. I don't actually do any work for my videos. You're the one that does all the work on videos. If you haven't seen Stash's videos, you should seriously check them out. They are freaking works of art. What am I looking for? Alright, let's get out of here.
Dad stands ready to assist.
Let's see. Let's just do a mission, shall we? I have a ton of side missions. Dumb little side missions. We could go to Elios. Not much there for us, but it would knock something off our list. Or we could go talk to Ve Victus about working together. How about that? Let's do that. Because I've never done that before. This is actually the first playthrough where I've let that jerk live. Now, why am I having to jump instead of just landing? Do I have, I don't have any contraband. Or stolen goods. What are they trying to do to me here? Why can't I just land? This worries me.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
Screw you guys.
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please, enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Well, thank you very much. And we're waiting. A little foggy. Yeah, see, I'm looking for a picture like that. All right, Sam, you're going to end up having to wait because I'm going to see somebody that doesn't actually exist. Okay. Wait a minute. What's this doing here? And there go the cups.
So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing.
Yep.
What I'd give to have all the Rangers with me right now.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
All right, I'll be
That's
back.
a fair cop. I'll, just stay here.
Sorry about that, Sam. Look at him all smug and jerk-like.
What's this? Just you then? No UC executioner. So the cabinet knows the truth about Orlais. Splendid. That means you and I can get to work.
Let's see.
I'll tell you why. Because the UC was, and is, full of people unwilling to pay the price required for victory. In the last days of the war, the UC was on the precipice of executing a final great assault on the Freestar Collective home system of Cheyenne. A massive strike, capable of obliterating Freestar Central Command and ending the conflict at long last. A thought I'd had myself, but such invasions are costly in resources and lives. Others in the UC believed the blockade would be sufficient to bring the Freestar Collective to its knees, but they were wrong. So instead, they sacrificed far more lives in a protracted war, rather than doing the right thing from the start, and demolishing the Freestar capital when they had the chance.
But they did line their pockets with tons and tons of kickbacks from the weapons builders.
But seal off the city. Deal with it quickly, so we can get back to winning the war. I had a single ship. What would you have had me do? Ask them and the Terramorphs to form a line, and the UC fleet was spread thin already. No, I touched down, assessed the situation, made a decision, and returned to the task at hand.
Monster. Yeah.
Very well. So upon my return from Londinian, we proceeded with our killing blow. Initially, we had great success against the mess the Freestar Collective called a navy. But then the Freestar citizenry decided to get involved. Dozens of civilian ships jumping in to shield their military counterparts. I, of course, had no trouble firing on what should have been designated enemy vessels. But my peers had lost the stomach for it. So many lives lost already, they wailed. So the great UC Navy was routed by a mob. They picked our ships apart. The UC surrendered not long after. And thus rang the death knell for the great UC.
Bested by civilians. Ironic, considering the civilians you sacrificed on Londinian.
It's human nature to see patterns, even when there are none. What ended the colony war was cowardice. Nothing less.
All right.
Well, thanks to our combined efforts, the Sanan name has more clout with the cabinet than it has in years. I hope to build on that.
Yeah, well, you're never getting out of this hole.
I have a long list of names civilized society would be better without. I just need someone to help me remove them from the picture.
Who are we talking about?
Should we begin the hunt? Or did you have questions? Just what I was hoping to hear. There's a slate waiting for you in the transfer system.
How convenient. I don't see anything.
Those are the details for our first, person of interest. Find them, eliminate them, and make the galaxy a better place for it. Though I would expect some resistance when trying to approach the target. Deal with any you encounter as you see fit.
I only wanted one. Must have had my camera on motor drive mode.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Shut up, idiot. I'm leaving. All right, Sam, we got us a job. VV. How am I supposed to read that? Well, perhaps you should let me know what the description is, since I'm the one risking my skin.
It's a strange feeling, knowing you're living through some real history.
That's true, buddy. I'll be a son of a bitch. I'm getting 60 frames for once. You coming, Sam? Oh, I forgot I could also go back and get some missions from Commander Tuala. Let's see, where are we going? Eliminate the target on McClure 1. see how this goes.
Good day, Captain.
Good day, Vasco. What's that over there? Don't mind me, fellas. I'm just doing a little sightseeing. A little sightseeing over here.
Ah, my neck.
Put on your seatbelt, Sam. Stop complaining. Worse than a woman. He's walking. He's just sitting out in the open.
Simply, whoa.
Somebody see me? I don't know who he is. I'm just gonna shoot him in the head. He's got a bodyguard.
Too bad there's no more. I could use a workout.
Oh, there's more. Let's find out who this guy was. Information broker. I guess we could take out those ecliptic, or we could just go about our business. didn't notice. How much did we make for that job? This looks like a universal symbol for coffee shop. Trying to scan. There we go. The symbols have changed. How's that landing, Sam? Like a butterfly on a leaf. Ooh, I got a skill point. Didn't even realize. I could use that. Oh my gosh, I just need one more mod. I need to deal some more damage with my boost pack. %30 increased damage and costs 45% less to use. That's what I'm shooting for right there. 10,000 damage. Man, oh man, Shevitz. Let's see if there's any leads close by. Why, yes. Yes, there is. Peekaboo.
Hello.
Hello. Another. fleet. Don't care about those guys.
Like a bat out of hell.
Well, look at you just landing out here in the middle of everything.
We got company, I think. Found you. That's putting it in gear.
Is there another one? Oh, there he is. What's he hitting me with? Sunburst? Aw, dang it. Oof. I was gonna steal that Guardian. They almost killed me.
Right?
Yes, it did. Anybody here? Or is this one of them abandoned? Look at all the blood, would you? What is going on down there? Goodness. So I'm guessing this one is closed, as in wide open. But as soon as we extract this data, they're gonna come out of the woodwork. All right, Sam, watch that door, will you? Let him hit me. Is there a guy drop coming? Yep.
Raffle.
Did he say raffle?
Systems prime.
Let's see. That's not what I want. I'm looking for... Oh, and I ain't got it yet. Dang it. What if I did that?
Activated weapon systems.
Why isn't my sky drop coming?
Impact registered. Damage detected. Damage detected. Prepare for immediate termination.
Why didn't my sky drop? Okay.
Impact registered. This area is restricted.
Good job, Sam.
Primary shields depleted.
Are you kidding me? I gotta say, that's annoying. And I stuck him to the wall.
Goes the spoils. I said that right?
Sure, why not? Should be a door there. What else is down here? Anything? All right. What is happening? Frickin' Windows Update just filled my whole screen. So I can't sell that contraband at the Star Dock anymore. I'm wondering if it's wondering if that extends to oh, dang it, wrong button. Wonder if that issue extends to the rest of the Trade Authority outposts. John, I'm right in the middle of something. I can't talk to you. Those. Cargo hold full. Well, I hope there's nothing on there that I really need. Dang. Go away, I can't see. Let's take all of that. That'll leave us a little space anyway. Not much. Can't pick up that computer cord. Dang it. Oh boy. I gotta get rid of some of this junk. There we go. All right. Let's back to Stardock. Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of Stardock, we'll go to the den. Get rid of some of that contraband, make a little bit of dough, Ray-me. I think before we sell our ill-gotten gains, I'm going to take a short break here, guys. Refresh my beverage, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. we're back. Let's see, what were we doing? Selling contraband.
Was there something you needed?
I needed to make some money.
Certainly.
I thought we had more than that. There's those. Selling off about half of all this stuff. Where I got all that hallucinogen. Where I got all those fuel rods. Might want that ornamental material. That's a lot of sealant. But I need that for outpost stuff. Sentimental wafers. Yeah, I need that too. I don't think I need all that. Yeah, that freed up a little bit. Probably get rid of some of those. Jeez. A lot of this stuff is used in manufacturing other things, so I'm going to kind of hold on to those. Got a lot of trauma packs. Alright, what do I have on me that I can get rid of? If I've got that, I don't need this, do I? Oh wait, what was that? Oh, that's my cowboy hat. I should be wearing that. Procyon 3 looks like it's habitable. Oh, yeah, I think that's where I've got my my little farmstead. Man, how quickly we forget. All right. I think we're good. Transfer some of that stuff back to the ship. Computer core. Watchtower components. I don't know why I didn't sell that. All right. Let's go drop off that computer core and those other odds and ends. No, I do not.
Now stands ready to assist.
Let's see. Anything I need here? Watch it. See what these missions are. Nothing. Alright, what do we want to do? I don't really want to do any of these. Charybdis system. Ugh. Speak with Trevor. Frank Rennick, Doc Manning, Walter. Missing courier. One way down here. Are there any others? I think I need to be in my ship. But not in my seat. Well, maybe not. There's the... I need to destroy some more arrays, don't I? See what happens. He never had a chance. Let's see. So that was the last of those that we knew about. The rest is just following Harper's leads. So many major arrays. So we've got 1, 2 major side quests and a ton of minor. Well, if you count all of Harper's leads and The Watchtower arrays is minor. I guess I could knock these things out pretty quick. Unexplored route. What? The hell are you talking about? What? What's that you say? Back here, you devil, you. He didn't last long. I just took that picture.
Well, not every rock is swimming in nitrogen and O2.
Alright, where am I going? Way over there.
Go, go, go!
What's that? Xeno grub. Yeah, what is it I'm looking for? Xenon. How you doing? Xenon.
stealing my take?
Not as far as you know.
Just step away from my find. I'll let this go, but don't let it happen again.
Okay.
If you're lucky, you might find another one around here.
Dude, I'm not even... I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let's see. Let's knock off another one of those. Plutonium in cave on Arene 1.
Face your suffering!
Go, go, go!
Too much!
I don't see the craft trying to destroy you.
Yes, you do. I guess there's nobody gonna talk to me. Have I not been here before? What the hell? This is a little bit weird. What is going on? How can I fast travel to that site? Huh. All right, we'll do this little bit of business first.
See if you can get me vid reception. I'm missing my stories.
Where the hell? Oof. Search for plutonium. I guess I got it. This is really weird. How can I fast travel to that ship over there? Damn peculiar. All right. What else do we have? Indicite on Mufrid. 8C. Is that another one we've been to and we just somehow didn't? Where you at?
I had it covered, but happy to be in your debt again.
So what, if we count this incident as the second time I've saved you?
It's not a competition, Sam.
Sure it isn't. So there's that time at the asteroid belt, the one on Neon. So, I still owe you 3, Lillian.
4. You always forget that cargo freighter with the explosives.
4. Definitely 4 then.
But, Captain, in all seriousness, your help is appreciated.
Happy to be of service.
I'm glad Blake scooped you up when he had the chance. You're a hell of a ranger.
You damn right.
Is Cora on board? Mom! Oh, babe girl. It's so good to hear your voice.
Can we come over and visit?
Sadly not now, honey. I'm still on the clock.
Crime never sleeps.
At this point, I'd settle for a cat nap. I've been doing good. I've managed to even have a social life. Well, a little bit of one.
This has to be one of the signs of the apocalypse.
Remind me again why I was happy to see you, Sam. I am planning a proper vacation one day. I hear Paradiso is nice.
Is this the famous vacation you've been planning since before I met you?
Always with the wisecracks. Captain, nice moves. It's good to know my daughter's in good hands.
What about me?
What about you, Sam? I'm kidding. You always said I need to have a better sense of humor.
Forget I ever mentioned that.
Take care.
Yeah, whatever. What do we got? Mineral deposit. A little bit of iron. picture makes me look like some kind of serial killer. Stuck in the joint.
Not stay out here too long. Spacewalks can be dangerous.
Greetings, Captain.
Greetings, Vasco.
Check, hat, double check.
Alright, so I have not been here. I don't know if he's serious or not. Looking for Indicite. Scary. Let's see. Why it always defaults to that. Any more of those weird talk to Borealis plutonium. All right, we'll get that. Hello, Vasco. He looks like he's in trouble. Boom. Meant to do that. You see Vanguard Raptor. Where am I going? All right, way over there. Now, what am I looking for here? Plutonium.
You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion.
I will. Still pretty light on my feet. All right, let's stow some of this. All right, what else we got to do? I wonder if Walter is gonna ask us to help design the ship. That might be worth it. We could finish off the Kelton Frush tree problem. let's go talk to that dummy. I've got contraband somehow. I don't know what I have.
Good day, Captain.
Good day, Vasco.
May I? Was there something you needed? You won't find a better offer on the station.
Nothing. Something on the ship? Ah. I'm already almost overburdened again. Tell you what I need to do. I need to go find my outpost and add some stuff to it. And we're waiting again.
That tree's as big as the rock.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
Let's see.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but It is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
I find that hard to believe.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it will become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself and some nearby portion of the city to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
It didn't seem to help much.
No, nor in the short run, as it turned out. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch.
And we finally arrived at the point.
I'm afraid I can't be two places at once, and I have too much going on here. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause.
No, she won't.
All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Home sweet home.
Let's see. I wonder why some of these areas you can't fast travel to. They don't even show up on the map, as it were.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall.
Oh, are you a friend of Sam Coe? I do so hope you both appreciate the museum. It's about his family, after all. I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting.
Good for you.
So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests. Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
I may have a couple of things.
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
I have found something for your museum.
Let me see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This
oh no.
is the original
this is
charter
not
for
my
Aquila
first
City.
playthrough.
And you can see their signatures. This is really the
I just
birth
like to
of the
pretend.
Free Star Collective. The core philosophy of limited government and inalienable rights. All here. Thank you. If you find anything else,
Only
please come
6,000
back.
credits? I'd like to talk to you about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
The tree is upset.
Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a Coe.
Racist.
Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Huh. Alright, let's see if we can convince her.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it does take up space that could be used for other items. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Well, that was easy. Alright then. Let's go, Sam. Yeah, usually I can't convince her, and I have to go talk to that other dude who has a stick that's, I don't know, it's a pain. I've stolen it a couple times.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
I don't know why I always take that extra step and travel to the ship first before I... That's an ugly little humpback ship. And we're waiting again. So that was a new one. That's the second time I've spawned in here, and the NPCs were missing bits of clothing and such.
Deep in space, the enigmatic collector Captain Petrov was the target of a daring robbery. Captain Petrov, who has been under investigation on various counts of possession of illegal cultural artifacts and stolen goods, found what some may say is karmic justice. A mysterious artifact, unearthed by persons unknown, was the target of the theft. Also on board was an exotic collection of animals whose cages were opened, unleashing what sources have called a zoo gone wild. SSNN is still looking into the identity and whereabouts of the thief.
You can just keep looking. You're not gonna find him. Very drippy tree.
I hope Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City?
Yes, I did.
Yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shadings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Alright, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess.
Okay.
So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
Sure, why not?
I have no doubt that you will.
Okay, Sam. Where are we? Ah, there we are. I got all turned around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Aren't you the one who took down the Crimson Fleet? Buddy and Sizstaff was telling me all about it. Pretty amazing stuff.
Huh. Didn't know my picture was spread around since I was basically deep undercover.
SSNN is supposed to be impartial, but I think the UC's got a finger on the scale there. Or a whole hand.
A late bloomer, huh? Oh, a new follower. Thorgan Ironside. Thank you so much for following. Glad to have you here.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
How do you know that was my ship?
Deep in space, the enigmatic collector Captain Petrov was the target of a daring robbery.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment.
All in a
Noble
day's work.
across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Wow. 10,000 credits. Better than that dumb girl in Keyless City.
In other news, Maroon Zealots have been sighted in the Moloch, Zosma, Ophion, and Akaran systems.
Is that it?
You're listening to SSNN.
Let's see. What else can we do? I don't want to go to Paradiso. Where is Walter?
Constellation. It's always nice to come home.
Hello, Walter.
I'd like to talk to you about something when you have the chance. Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate. My soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since.
I bet he's a starborn.
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
Oh, yeah?
I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle.
Not really.
I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested?
Sure.
Of course, now that I know you're interested. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done.
Yeah.
R&D needs to happen first whenever work starts on a new project. It's a natural stalling point since we need to make so many big decisions. In this case, we're talking about looking at our existing fleet of ships and using data we've gathered to see what consumers want. But of course, each member of the R&D team can interpret that data to suit their own confirmation bias. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing here. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Okay. Let's see. Overdesigned. I think I will end the stream here tonight and pick up tomorrow night with Overdesigned. It's been a long day and I'm getting a little bit yawny. So if you have been watching tonight and if you enjoyed what you saw, please reach over there and click on that subscribe button. Or if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. Surprisingly, for the first time in quite a while, we had 2 whole followers in one night. That is amazing. And I want to say thank you guys because that's pretty awesome. So once again, if you like what you saw, like, follow, subscribe. Follow me on X. That's where I am the most active social media wise. You will also see posts whenever I go live and whenever I post any other videos that I happen to create. So until tomorrow night, which will be a long stream, later nerds.
Perfect. Now I can focus again.